Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Garfield boys 8th grade basketball event. As these Garfield Grey Wolves are on their first road game of the season, as we're visiting Kennedy Middle School on the east side of Albuquerque, as the Garfield Grey Wolves get the scoring underway very quick with a great pass by Andres Garcia to find Darius Davis for the first points of the night. As number 30 for the Kennedy Cougars, Uriah bodies his way down to the baseline. As number 30, Giovanni Jaquez gets that foul. The Kennedy Cougars come away with the bucket on that possession as number 2, Juan gets in the Cougars on the board early. Darius Davis with the fall-away jumper that doesn't fall. As we have our second foul of the night, that will go against number 30 for the Kennedy Cougars, Uriah, and it will give Mateo Gwynn the attempt at the free throw line that does not fall. But because we had a moving player, number 24 Valentino for the Kennedy Cougars, moving after Mateo Gwynn was given the ball, that first shot attempt does not count, and they will give Mateo Gwynn 2 more attempts at the free throw line, as he can't get that one to fall. As the action got underway very, very quickly here tonight in this matchup. On Wednesday night, these Garfield Grey Wolves had a disappointing loss to the Wilson Wildcats, as at one point in the game they had an 8-point lead. And that player you just saw at the free throw line, Mateo Gwynn, got into foul trouble in the second quarter and played less than half the game, but put up big points on Wednesday night. And once he fouled out, that really put these Grey Wolves in a difficult position, as you will see tonight, as he will be a pivotal part of this offense as Darius Davis battles his way to the basket for a 2 to add to his total. As that foul will be credited to number 12, Alec, for the Kennedy Cougars in their second team foul. As Darius Davis can't get the free throw to fall, but now has 4 points on the night. Giovanni Jaquez with the shot attempt from the right side of the top of the key. Can't get it to fall. Darius Davis comes away with the rebound. Finds Mateo Gwynn, as he will get that one to fall. And he will take a quick visit back to the free throw line. And these Grey Wolves are out to an early lead in this matchup as Mateo Gwynn gets back to the free throw line. So he can't quite find the touch tonight. As we have a score of 7-2. 7-3. As Mateo gets that one to fall. Now 1 for 3 from the free throw line, as we have the first turnover for the Kennedy Cougars. Darius Davis puts up a shot that doesn't touch anything. Carlos Solorio comes away with the rebound. Davis, right side, left-hand dribble, down through the lane. He gets to the basket. Can't get that one to fall. A little too hard off the rim as Kennedy Cougars come away with the ball. Mid-range jump shot. Can't get that one to fall. As number 30, Uriah, will control the ball at the top of the key. Hounded by Darius Davis. Left corner. Number 2, Juan, will give the Kennedy Cougars their second turnover of the night. as we have a substitution. Number 5, Gilbert will check into the game for number 24, Valentino. As we had some technical difficulties there, we apologize. But Giovanni Jaquez putting up multiple shots and does come away with his first points tonight, as he was on the rebounding side of the ball and got a great close range shot. As the Grey Wolves now have a lead of 9-3. Here at Kennedy Middle School is number 12, Alec. Will take a mid-range jump shot. A little too hard on that way. Andreas Garcia, right-hand side, comes over with the rebound. Up the court, Darius Davis. He crossover dribbles. He gets through the lane. Puts up a soft floater. Now with 6 points, Darius Davis here in just the first quarter. As you will hear that name over and over and over again, as this offense is very, very dependent on number 24 in the purple jersey. As number 30, Uriah puts up a shot that doesn't fall. Kennedy Cougars come away with a big offensive rebound, as that was one of the big struggles on Wednesday night. These Garfield Grey Wolves struggled to work underneath the board. As of right now, because that third turnover by the Kennedy Cougars, Garfield Grey Wolves and Andreas Garcia will put up a mid-range jump shot that can't fall. As Carlos Solaria, we didn't say his name very much on Wednesday night, but we are now as he goes up to the board. Mateo Gwynn with another rebound. And now Mateo with 5 points tonight. And that ball's taken away. Another Kennedy Cougar turnover. Darius Davis gets the basket and gets fouled, as Darius Davis struggled from the free throw line on Wednesday night. We'll get 2 attempts from the free throw line right now. And that foul went on number 2, Jaquan. As Darius Davis continues to struggle from the free throw line. Now 0 for 2. We have a substitution. Number 1, Jeremiah Archuleta checking into the game for Giovanni Jaquez, who needs a quick breather. After good work on the offensive side by number 30, as Darius Davis does connect on his second free throw. Now with 7 points for Darius Davis, as the purple jerseys as that foul went against Andreas Garcia with his first foul of the night. And just a second foul for this Garfield team. Mateo Gwynn comes away with the ball as Kennedy loses it. And yet again, Mateo Gwynn now with 7 points. Up the floor, 14. Right side, 12, shot fake, gets Carlos off the floor. As White found a way to get the ball underneath the basket. And Darius Davis goes up for the block, but will be called for the foul, as he now has 1 foul. And 3 fouls for the Garfield Grey Wolves. As we line up for free throw attempts by number 14. Number 14. As that one falls off the left side of the basket. We have Garfield substitutions. As number 24, Darius Davis will take a quick breather. Jeremiah Rodarte, number 43, will check into the game. As number 14 gets the second one to fall with a score now of 4-16. As Jeremiah Rodarte can't get that one to fall. As number 14 for the Kennedy Cougars can't control as he had possession of the ball, fell to the ground. That will be a travel and a turnover. As we see the Garfield Grey Wolves lose control, lose possession on inbounds pass as they get their first turnover of the game. As we see number 2, Andreas Cabrera, 6th grader, on the floor in purple jersey. And number 12, Alec, we called for a double dribble at half court to now give 7 fouls for the Kennedy Cougar as the Garfield Grey Wolves start to dominate this game. We have a timeout by Kennedy Cougars. We come out of that timeout, we have a Garfield possessed basketball as Andreas Cabrera finds some A-team action tonight, as he has shown early in this season how vital he can be as a ball handler and a defender. As we have a foul against the Kennedy Cougars, number 23. It is Remy for the Kennedy Cougars with the 5th foul for the Kennedy Cougars as Carlos Solario doesn't get his first free throw attempt to fall. As that second one did fall, that basket will not count as we had a lane violation on that shot attempt. The score continues to be 16-4 as Kennedy Cougars are hounded by number 1, Jeremiah Archuleta, as he now records his first foul. As Garfield has 4 team fouls this first half. Number 12 for Kennedy gets the ball stolen away by Carlos Solario as he goes to the basket and gets a foul. And that foul will go against number 23, Remy, as he quickly gets his second foul. As Garfield looks to possess the ball under their own basket, knocked away. Jeremiah Archuleta looks to inbound the ball. Carlos Solario, left wing. Down low in the corner, Jeremiah Archuleta, where he likes to play. Nice floating baseline jumper. Solario, mid-range jump shot. Can't get that one to fall as Carlos has struggled early on in this season. Archuleta, corner 3. Rodarte, rebound, shot, rebound, make. As for Darte, we saw play some activity in the previous game. He's now in the scorebook with his first bucket on the night. As the Garfield Grey Wolves now have a lead of 18-4. Yeah. As we have some confusion there on the floor. On that previous play, we had a technical foul on number 1, Braden, for the Kennedy Cougars. He has 2 fouls now, and that's why you saw Mateo Gwynn at the free throw line, which he didn't make those free throws, but he makes up for it right there with a quick layup. As this has been a back and forth game, as far as possession goes, as Mateo Gwynn finds possession. And the white jerseys grab a hold of that basketball as well. And we have a score of 20-4 now in this game, as Andres Cabrera looks to save it. But it will be out of bounds to the Kennedy Cougars. As the Kennedy Cougars possess the ball, and they bring the ball up the left side, top of the key, looks to swing it. Continues to swing the ball far deeper into the corner. Purple jerseys there quickly, not making it easy. As number 1, Jeremiah Archuleta come away with it. He'll go up for a nice, easy layup with 35 seconds left in this quarter. So Andres Cabrera continues to make his presence known. We will have a turnover as a double dribble is called against the Garfield Grey Wolves. That's their second turnover. Now with the score of 22-4. The Garfield defense has made a name for themselves here tonight, as they are not making this an easy night on these Kennedy Cougars as they put on a full court press. Left-hand side, number 12, Alec, possesses the ball. Back to Alec, he dribbles to the baseline. He gets Carlos off his feet. Misses a jump shot. Mateo Gwynn comes away with the rebound, as well as number 24, Valentino, gets his hands on that basketball, and a jump ball is called. As Archuleta dribbles across half court, he gets through the lane, puts his head down, loses the ball for another Garfield turnover. As Kennedy looks to get a shot off, that shot will not go. As we close the first quarter with the score of 22-4, Garfield has an early lead. Welcome back. Now in the second period. Here of this A-team matchup against Garfield Middle School and Kennedy Middle School. As we had some technical difficulties during the break there to understand where we're at with our foul situation. As we have a 8th turnover by the Kennedy Cougars. As Andreas Garcia will quickly find Giovanni Jaquez underneath the basket as he looks to pass, but number 14 gets his hands in that ball. Knocked it out of bounds as Garfield will remain in possession underneath their own basket as we have a substitution. Number 2, Jaquan checking in for number 4, Alex. As that inbounds pass quickly finds Darius Davis as he adds to his total. Now with 9 points, Darius Davis. As number 12, Alec can't come to a stop as he wanted to at a slippery floor. And that'll be a 9th turnover for the Kennedy Cougars. Darius Davis throws a pass off the foot of Giovanni Jaquez. Davis says, I'll take this all the way down the floor myself. Throw it off the backboard. Can't get it to fall. As number 11 got a little hand happy on that one. That is Derek Sanchez with his first foul. And the 5th team foul for the Garfield Grey Wolves. Number 24 puts a basket up. Nearly scores for the other team. Derek Sanchez will take a rebound and a bucket to clean that one up. Now with a score of 24-4. Darius Davis flies in to catch the rebound on that one. As Kennedy Cougars possess the ball underneath their own basket. Get the ball top of the key, dribble to the right side. Andres Garcia puts that on a pause. And we have the trigger happy hands of number 3, Andreas Garcia, with his 2nd foul and the 6th foul for Garfield Grey Wolves. As number 30 puts up a long 2-point shot that doesn't fall. Darius Davis with the rebound. Dribble up the right-hand side. He gets around all the defenders. As he comes around the corner, we've got a foul as he made his way to the basket. As number 33, Jacob, creates that foul, sending Darius Davis to the free throw line for what's called a 1-and-1 attempt. As he makes that first free throw, he is rewarded with a 2nd free throw attempt. And Darius Davis finds his comfort zone at these Kennedy baskets. Now 3 for 5 from the free throw line, Darius Davis. And that is Darius Davis from the corner with a 3-point basket. As we have a foul against number 3, Andreas Garcia, now with his 3rd foul tonight. As number 23, Remy, will check into the game for number 14. As number 12 will take a 1-and-1 attempt. As if he makes this one, he'll get another attempt, and he does. Now with a score of 5-28. as Alec now takes his second free throw attempt that does fall. We have found ourselves a free throw shooter tonight here at Kennedy Middle School Gymnasium. As Giovanni Jaquez controls the ball across the half line. He dribbles to his left. He finds a lane down the, gets to the free throw line, knocked away. Darius Davis comes away with it. Davis on the baseline. Davis power dribble to the basket, knocked away. Davis gets his hand back in there, knock one away to cause another turnover by the Kennedy Grey Wolves, which is quickly given back to them by these Garfield Grey Wolves, as Waylon Dunn is in the game and could not control that pass from the top of the key. As two jerseys hound number 12, Alec from Kennedy Middle School, and cause a 12th turnover for these Kennedy Middle School Cougars. Jaquez, top of the key, three-point shot. Soft off the rim, doesn't fall as Kennedy Cougars come away with the rebound. Right side, Jaquez meets him there. Jaquez throws the hand in as number 30, Giovanni Jaquez, will be called for his second foul. Tonight. Now both teams in the bonus situation. As number 12, Alex, is 2 for 2, 100% from the free throw line, and he continues to knock them down. And now with a score of 8-28, as Alec continues to be spot on from the free throw line. If these Garfield Grey Wolves foul that guy, it is going to be a difficult night for these Grey Wolves. As Andres Cabrera catches the ball underneath and knocked off his position by number 30, Uriah, with the second foul and the 9th team foul for the Kennedy Cougars. And Andres Cabrera steps to the line for his one-on-one attempt, as Andres Cabrera can't get that one to fall. Darius Davis comes away with it left side. Davis dribbles. Davis loses it. Cougars up the middle. Cabrera, steal. Left side. Davis can't connect. As these Kennedy Cougars have done well on the rebounding side of the ball, as Waylon Dunn comes out of nowhere with a steal. As we have seen, Waylon Dunn can play safety and cause a lot of problems for any offense, as you just saw in that possession. As the Kennedy Cougars get a wide open three-point attempt, and Davis comes away with the rebound. Davis puts it on the floor, nearly loses it. Up ahead to Derek Sanchez, right side, Cabrera, deep three. Does not, falls off the right side of the rim. Goes out of bounds to the Kennedy Cougars. As number 30, Uriah, will possess the ball for the Cougars. Comes up the right side, met by two purple jerseys. As it's knocked out of bounds. And we got substitutions for Garfield Grey Wolves, as Mateo Gwynn, number 31, will check it back into the game. Carlos Solario, number 23. And number 3, Andres Garcia, who has 3 fouls. And we're only in the second quarter. As Darius Davis finds a quick one, as he will go up the floor. Left side of the basket, uses the right hand, makes it good. Now with 15 points for Davis. As that one lost by the Kennedy Cougars, now with 15 turnovers, and you can see the problems this has caused for these Cougars. As that turnover leads to yet another Garfield basket, as white number 23, Remy, will be called for his third foul. Now the 10 teams for the Kennedy Cougars. As number 31, Mateo Gwynn, just took most of this second quarter off. Quickly finds his way to the basket as he can't find a free throw. Now with a score of 32-8, as he couldn't get the free throw to look. As the purple jerseys meet, Alec at the half line. Unfortunately, that pressure right there we saw the other night caused problems for these Garfield Grey Wolves as fouls mount up. Now with 8 fouls, and Mateo Gwynn whistled for that foul, as he's been under control a little bit more tonight than he was on Wednesday night when he fouled out of the game, playing less than half of the game. As the Cougars come away with an offensive rebound after that shot attempt. As Davis can't control it on the sideline. Who's at the free throw line for that? As a close range jump shot doesn't fall for the Kennedy Cougars. As Andres Garcia, a running floater, bank, good. Andres Garcia now in the scorebook with his first basket on the night. As the Kennedy Cougars can't seem to get a ball deep against these purple jerseys. As that will be an offensive foul on Jaquan, number 2, for the Kennedy Cougars. As the referee says, he threw an elbow into the chest of the purple jersey. As Davis comes away left side, Davis works his way up the floor. He will get a soft layup to fall as he continues to add to his point total. As we come out of that timeout and the Kennedy Cougars get possession of the ball, we have a second foul on Mateo Gwynn, who unfortunately had that same problem on Wednesday night. As those free throw attempts, one of them falls for the Kennedy Cougars. As number 1, Braden had his 2 free throw attempts, one of which fell. As number 2 for the Kennedy Cougars can't get it to fall. Andreas Garcia up the left side. Finds Archuleta, number 1, who drives to the basket. The referee says too many steps. Rolls the hands for a travel violation against the Garfield Grey Wolves, who now have 6 turnovers in this game. As the purple jerseys give pressure, continued pressure tonight, as Davis doesn't want to score, looks for an assist. Mateo Gwynn. When he's on, he's on. Adds to his total as we go to halftime with a score of 38-8. Garfield controls this game. Welcome back to Kennedy Middle School as we have our final half of the night as we saw a dominating victory by the B team for the Garfield Grey Wolves. And similar situation going on here with the A team as we have a score of 39-9 as Darius Davis works his way to the basket. Referee tells him too many steps. As we have our first turnover for the Garfield Grey Wolves in this second half. As the purple jerseys put full court pressure on, which is going to cause problems as we see it right there as they have their first turnover of the second half. As Darius Davis gets a steal, gets a bucket, and there's a foul. As Darius gets the scoring started here in the second half as that foul went against. As there's confusion on that free throw as there was only one attempt, and as Darius missed that, we had that foul, number 12. As Mateo Gwynn battles out a shot attempt that does fall. As Mateo Gwynn steps back to the free throw line as he's visited 3 times tonight. Now with a score of 43-9. Mateo Gwynn can't get that shot to fall as the basket didn't go for Mateo. As we have a score of 41. And that second shot attempt doesn't match up either. Let's go for it. As we work through our technical difficulties here at Kennedy Middle School, thanks for sticking with us. As Derek Sanchez will get his hand on that basketball, creating another alternate possession as the Kennedy Cougars hold on to the ball for this possession here. Cougars right side as number 4, Alex, possesses the ball, finds 14 underneath, back out to the corner as we have a whistle. And we saw white jerseys camping out in that blue lane. And in basketball, as the offensive team, you can't sit in there too long. 3 seconds, we'll hear a whistle to get the offensive moving through that. As Waylon Dumb has a great shot opportunity knocked out of bounds. As we have a substitution checking back into the game is Carlos Solario, as he had to take a break after small injury. As we have number 30 and number 12 checking into the game for Kennedy. That would be Uriah, number 30, and Alec, number 12, as Waylon Dumb, left-hand side of the basket, can't get that one to fall. As the Kennedy Cougars come away with the defensive rebound. Uriah, right side, dribbles to the wing. He looks underneath the basket. Too hard. Turnover number 4 for these Kennedy Cougars in this second half, as turnovers have been the name of this game and leading to many, many points for the Garfield Grey Wolves, as we see opportunity here as number 23 is whistled with his 4th foul and the 3rd foul of this half. As the Garfield Grey Wolves take possession underneath their own basket. And from the inbounds play, finds Jeremiah Archuleta. Nothing but net as Jeremiah Archuleta gets into the scoring column in this A game, as we saw him take some time in the B game as well. As that that 3-point shot attempt, there was a foul against number 11, Derek Sanchez, with his 2nd foul and the 1st foul of the half for the Garfield Grey Wolves. As number 30, Uriah will have 3 free throw attempts because of that foul on a 3-point attempt. He can't get the first one to fall. And the second attempt. Can't quite find the touch on that one either. As this small gym here at Kennedy Middle School hasn't seemed to be any kind of problem for these Grey Wolves like we assumed it might be. As the Kennedy Cougars get a offensive rebound off of a missed shot and a made 3-point basket by Jaquan as the quarter comes to a close with a score of 53-12. We take a break heading into the 4th quarter. Fourth quarter underway here at Kennedy Middle School with Giovanni Jaquez with three-point attempt. A little bit short on that one for number 30, as he had a wide open look at the basket. Six for them. As number 12 for the Kennedy Cougars finds Uriah with a mid-range jump shot that doesn't fall. Carlos Solorio, the ball handler for the Grey Wolves. Solorio through the lane as we start to see Carlos step up and Derek Sanchez knock down the first points of this fourth quarter with the two-point basket. Now with the score of 55-12. As Kennedy Cougars control the ball at the half line. Uriah across the right side. Number 2 with another three-point attempt. He got that one to fall at the end of the third quarter. Couldn't get that one to fall. Here in the fourth. As Jeremiah Archuleta finds his way into the corner. He's quickly hounded by two jerseys. Carlos Solorio looks underneath, finds Waylon Dumb. Dumb with a shot. Doesn't fall. Defensive rebound, for the Kennedy Cougars. As number 2 dribbles through his legs. Jaquan, right-hand side. He gets around Waylon Dumb. He gets to the basket, puts up a shot. Will not go. As that shot attempt was actually a pass. But that'll be a Kennedy turnover, as the referees called him for a travel. And that will be the 5th turnover we've seen here in the second half for the Kennedy Cougars. Jeremiah Archuleta finds his way to the basket. A lot of steps there. Referee allows it as Archuleta now with his first points of this A game. That's 4th point rather for Archuleta. As number 12 for Kennedy Cougars puts up a three-point shot from top of the key. Offensive rebound. Kennedy back up. Solorio block shot. Solorio controls the ball. He's looking up. He dribbles behind his back. Left side. Right side. Giovanni Jaquez. Deep 2. Doesn't go. Rebound Kennedy. Number 12 Alec. We'll lose possession of that one as we see a 6th turnover for the Kennedy Cougars in this second half, as those turnovers continue to mount for the Kennedy Cougars. Archuleta right side, Dumb looks underneath, can't find an open man. Giovanni Jaquez right side, he'll dribble in, he'll put up a floater. As his favorite player, may have learned that from his player Steph Curry. Not the same result. As that ball contacts the roof or support. And it'll be called out of bounds. And we have a line change for the Garfield Grey Wolves as new purple jerseys step onto the floor and give water breaks to many guys as they look for sports drink on the sideline. As Andreas Garcia finds Mateo Gwynn, ball handler. He looks underneath. He stops mid-range. Darius Davis, he finds his way to the basket. A lot of white jerseys get in on that shot attempt. Which one is the referee going to call it? He's going to call that on number 30, Uriah, as the Kennedy Cougars now have 7 fouls in this half as Darius Davis back to the free throw line, as he has a tendency to do. Davis struggles from the free throw line, continue this season as he does get the second one here tonight, as he is 4 for 9 from the free throw line. But he'll make up with it with a steal attempt. Knocked away, falls back to the Kennedy Cougars. 3-point attempt left side, no good. Garcia, he's looking up as he takes the ball up the floor, finds Davis, battles his way back to the Darius Davis battles his way back to the basket and gets fouled yet again by number 2 for the Kennedy Cougars. As the Kennedy Cougars now have 8 fouls this half, and Darius Davis might just have to put his name across this free throw line as he continues to state his claim at that spot. Unfortunately, they just don't fall when he throws them up from this distance. Now 4 for 10 from the free throw line tonight for Darius Davis. As Garfield Grey Wolves lose possession on that one. Only their 3rd turnover of this half. As Kennedy Cougars look to get the ball in deep, find it on the left side. Uriah dribbles it right into the chest of number 3, Andres Garcia, who Andres Cabrera will find his way up the floor. But that shot will not count, as that horn and whistle will end tonight's game, as the Garfield Grey Wolves will come away with a win on their first road game after a disappointing loss on Wednesday night. Now with the record of 1-1, they will have their North Valley rival on Monday at Garfield Middle School when they have Taft come into the gym. As we leave you tonight, we thank you for watching. We thank you for listening. Like, subscribe. We'll see you on Monday.